It is like having a chiropractor in my home, and all I have to do is press a button and not write a check.
So you can put your hips on it, and you know, it just kind of just does its magic like that.
My back feels a lot better after using it. And that motion, it gets the juices in my back flowing, which I would have to do in the morning myself. Now, it does it for me.
I'm a technology guy. I love the latest technology for just about anything.
Most medical devices are made for doctors. What I really like about the Kyrobak, it was made for me.
Even if you're skeptical about it, try it out. It has been absolutely exactly what they said, and it's working for me. You know, you can't argue with results. I mean, you can't argue with the results.
You know what? I love hearing the testimonials there, because whenever we have a back product, there's no limit to the number of people who can attest to its effectiveness, because so many people have issues with their back. And did you know that the #1 reason for back issues is a lack of movement? So you know how we go from our bed to our car to drive to work, and then we go from our car to our desk to sit in front of a computer all day, and then we do that again, get home and sit down and watch television for the rest of the evening. We are not moving our back. But if we could use something, if there was a device, if there was a product that could give you that continuous movement to your back, you would notice that your muscles would be loosening up a little bit more. You would notice that it would kind of start to help reduce the tension on your back. And that is what your back is craving. And that is what Kyrobak can do. You've probably seen an infomercial on television. You've probably wondered what it was about. We've brought it here to HSN, and we really wanted to give you the best possible configuration so that you could really start to help to relieve your back pain. And you can do it every single day. What you're going to get is the device itself, and this is a registered medical device clinically shown to reduce lower back pain. It comes along with the great sleep mask, and you can heat that up, you can cool it down, it just adds more relaxation. Of course, you get the power cord, you plug it in, and it also comes with a storage bag. This is can hold up to 320 pounds. So across the board, so many of you can really appreciate the effectiveness of this. Now, I want you to meet our special guest this morning. He has been a chiropractor for nearly 20 years. His name is Dr. Rick Markson, and we are glad to have the doctor in the house.
I'm so glad to be here. Good. Thank you so much.
Well, you know what? When we talk about back pain, everybody says, yes, I have it. Sign me up. I need some relief, right? And that's where Kyrobak comes in.
Well, as you said, I've been in practice for 19 years. In fact, this week is my 19th year in practice. I've dedicated my life to one thing, which is how to help people understand where back pain comes from, how to not only relieve that back pain, but get you back to your life. Yeah. So many of you are having difficulty enjoying the hobbies and the sports and playing with your grandchildren because of this pain. The only way that you've been able to do it was by going somewhere or going to a doctor. And now with the Kyrobak, there's a way to do it at home, simply at 10 minutes a day, to give you the motion back into your spine that you've been looking to get.
And that's so important. So when we talk about motion and we talk about the technology that's built into this system, let's talk about that. Continuous passive motion.
Continuous passive motion is something that's never existed before, along with what we call oscillation therapy.
Okay.
Continuous passive motion means you're going to be lying down on the Kyrobak, and it's going to do the job for you. Okay. You put that with this oscillation motion, it's going to help put motion back into your spine that you just have to lie there and relax and let the machine do its job, instead of you doing stretching and now you're on the floor and you're going to put on your sneakers and going to a gym and going to all these classes. Now you can do it in the comfort of your own home while you're either on your bed or on the floor or even on a couch watching TV, reading your newspaper, doing your crossword puzzle, and the Kyrobak is doing the job for you.
And this is the thing, the job that it's doing, we're going to show you some clinical results too, because I know if you have back issues, you think you've tried everything. I want you to see some clinical results from this, and this is from in a clinical study. The Kyrobak has shown to provide relief for lower back pain when used for 10 minutes up to 3 times per day. And when we say 10 minutes, this is something, you press the button and it just does its thing. And it will go off automatically. You're going to realize after, you know, because I used it when I was watching TV.
I used mine last night as well.
And the thing is, it's kind of giving you that nice, comfortable motion that you can easily adapt to and put it in your life.
This is the best way to see it. Barbara, our model, has been lying on the Kyrobak, and as you can see right here, there's one button. And the simplicity of this Kyrobak is the elegance, which is there's nothing to learn, there's nothing to be complicated. You take it out of the box, you plug it in, you press one button. This one button will give you 3 different speeds. There's low, there's medium, there's high. The best part of that is because you can get the motion that you want to get the relief of this back pain that you've been having.
Okay, and it's that motion and the oscillation that is what's helping to loosen the tight muscles in our back.
And you can see this animation right now, how it works. As Barbara's lying here, you can see the motion, that oscillation, that passive motion that's moving those vertebrae. It's giving her relaxation of her muscles. It's getting the bottom part of the spine moving again, which because we sit so much, because we're sitting in our car, we're sitting at our desk, we're sitting in movies, we're sitting at dinner, we're not moving our spine as much. And that is the key of the entire thing, because lack of motion is the #1 cause of low back pain.
And when you really kind of quantify how much you're sitting, I mean, think about it. When you go to work, how often do you get up? Do you get up from your desk? Or if you're at work for, let's say, 8 hours a desk, 8 hours a desk, 8 hours a day, you might be sitting for 7.5 of those 8 hours.
At least. And patients tell me all the time that they're at their chair 10 hours, then they're sitting in traffic, then they go home and they're sitting at dinner.
That's right. And think about it, when you sit and watch TV. If you watch the 6 o'clock news and then don't go to bed until 11, you're sitting for 5 more hours.
Absolutely. And you could even hear some of the testimonials of the people that have been using the Kyrobak.
Yes.
They've been getting amazing results.
Absolutely. Let's take a listen, and then we'll come back and share with more with you.
It's been amazing to understand how this concept really works.
It's like having this personal chiropractor do, the motion that I've been used to when I go to a chiropractor.
It feels pretty much like a very gentle, back and forth.
It's actually this way, how it does my back.
And my first thought is, oh, okay, there's actually something happening. There's some action here.
The movement, it's just so relaxing.
It rocks your sacrum back and forth very gently.
Rhythmic, soothing motion.
It has this tremendous relaxing effect.
And it's a wonderful feeling.
The motion of it, kneading back and forth.
It moves that region of my back that's achy.
The wonderful thing about the Kyrobak is how simple the solution is.
And it's amazing how much tension it can release in so short a time. 10 minutes? That's amazing to me.
Did you notice how on those testimonials that you were listening to, there was a lot of words like relaxing and soothing and just a simple motion? Because when you have issues with your back, you don't want anything that's going to be jarring and too much for you and too intense for you. I'll tell you, like I said, I used it when I was watching television. My husband, who does have issues with his back, he used it. He used it before I did. And he said, well, okay, it's kind of subtle. He laid there for 10 minutes because it does go off on its own after 10 minutes, so it's really easy for you to use. But then when he got up, he said, you know what? My back actually does feel better. And sometimes it can be that, oh, okay, I get it. That's what you're going to understand, and that's what you're going to find out from using this. Just know that if you were to buy this on infomercial, because it is the same as the infomercial, you actually would be paying about $20 more than this just in the unit. Not to mention that you're also getting the sleep mask, and you're also getting the progress diary that comes right along with it, so that you can really track your progress. So not only are you spending less here at HSN, you also have free shipping. You also have 5 flex payments, so about $56 on your credit card, and a place that you know and trust. So if you wanted to return it, again, you do have 30 days to send it back. But we want you to use it because, Doctor, as you were saying, the more you use it, the more results you're going to feel.
And I brought my friend Sammy the Spine here to show you exactly how it's working. And the part for me as a practicing chiropractor that makes this so incredible is what I have to do with my patients is to get motion in the bottom of the spine, the tailbone. Most of us know that we can stretch our lower back here in the lumbar spine, but when you're lying on the Kyrobak, it's moving your pelvis. It's moving these joints at the bottom. And as you said before, that's been shown to be the #1 cause of low back pain is that lack of motion in the bottom of the spine. That's why when you said your husband was lying on it, it's that gentle rocking that you can't get on your own. You can't stretch that way. I mean, maybe a hula dancer in Hawaii could do it, but they're still using their muscles. That's why when we talk about continuous passive motion, when you're just lying there and you're getting that bottom motion of your pelvis, that's going to start to transfer up into the muscles of your lower back, your middle back. That's why it's so relieving.
And I love that you're using it while you're laying down. So you can see Barbara is just on the sofa, which maybe that might be the main place that you choose to use this. You can also use this on a mattress, on a bed, and you saw that in some of the testimonials there as well. As long as you have some place to plug this in, you can use it. Now, I used it on the floor because I was, you know, I lie on the floor. So I was on the floor. I even put my feet up on a chair.
Absolutely.
And so you're going to get in your comfortable position. You press one button, and the Kyrobak is going to do the rest of the job. And so this is it. This is where you'll place your behind area. And it just gives a nice, gentle motion that goes from side to side. It's that continuous passive motion on this registered medical device, clinically shown to reduce lower back pain, and it's all patent pending.
I would like to actually talk about that that progress that you had said before that people were getting. And in fact, we use and recommend that you use a progress diary because sometimes if you use it one time, you're like, wow, is this working? Is it not? It's too subtle. And what we found with a clinical trial, so this is actually shown to work with research, and you can use your own diary to progress over 2 to 3 to 4 weeks. It's been shown to have continuous improvement even after you stop using it. And from a research standpoint, that was miraculous for us to show the effectiveness in a clinical setting.
And that's so important, too, to continue to use it and to track your progress, because you will notice, you know, changes in the way that you feel, maybe when you first get up or when you wake up or when you get up from standing for long periods of time. And you'll know that if and when you start to feel the tension coming back, all you have to do is get back on the Kyrobak and press a button. And that's so important as well. This is something that we're happy to offer because we know our customers. We've been here at HSN for 38 years now. We know you, and we know what the feedback that you've given to us, and we're all the same. You know, we all sit a little bit too much, and for the most part, our lifestyle is not really going to change too much from that. So the more you sit, the harder it is for you to move. But the less you move, the more you sit, the harder it is for you to move.
Absolutely.
You need something that's going to be able to do that motion for you, and that's what we see right here.
Right, and I'd like to show again, in terms of the simplicity, the one button, and we'll go back to Barbara in a little while to show it again, but the one button technology is only one of the main benefits because it's so light. And if I could actually just pick it up for you here, the whole unit weighs less than 7 pounds.
Right.
So here I am holding it with one hand. You can see from the standpoint of usability, we have it where you're putting it under your bed, you're leaving it plugged in, you bring it right out, put it on your bed, you're watching TV, you're putting it onto your couch. You're doing things that you're doing in life anyway. You're going to be playing on your iPad, you're going to be sitting and doing a crossword puzzle, you're watching television. Why not get therapy while you're doing the things in life that you're doing anyway?
I love it. I love it. And you know what? Remember, we've got free shipping and handling, which is great. That's another $13 that you're not spending. You've got $20 off the price of what you would see at infomercial and then some, because you're also getting the great sleep mask, and I'm going to show this to you as well. I like these kind of things, and you don't have to sleep. It could just be for relaxation. If you want to warm this up, you can pop it in the microwave for a little bit of warmth. If you want to cool it down, you can do that as well. But this just allows you, again, another level of relaxation. So you're getting all of this and that progressive diary, that progression diary, for 5 flex payments of $55.99 on any credit card. So if you are watching us, and maybe you've never shopped with HSN, but you've seen the Kyrobak infomercial, and you want to try it, and you want the 5 Flex, and you want it on free shipping, and you're saying, okay, you know what, I think I'm going to give it a try, call us or go to hsn.com, and even if you've never shopped with us before, you can start to get that back pain relief. I will tell you, though, if you do want the 5 Flex, it does expire tonight at midnight, so you do have to make your decision pretty quickly. We're going to listen to some more testimonials, and then again, show you this live.
I've been working as a nanny for maybe 7 or 8 years, and just, I spend a lot of time with kids, and I really enjoy kids and playing around and roughhousing, but it really takes a toll on my back after a while, picking up babies and having to bend down and pick up children and all that roughhousing and, what your back goes through and playing. And I found myself, if my back was starting to get sore, I wouldn't be playing with the kids in the same way. And I wouldn't have the same energy I did. I would just find myself looking for excuses to sit down or to lay down and get a little bit of relief. So, it's since the Kyrobak, it's been really amazing because now I can spend time with kids and I can pick them up and I can play with them, and I'm not so worried about how I'm going to feel when I get home.
You know what a great testimonial that is, because it just goes to show back issues don't have an age related to them. It can really be at any time of life for any reason, particularly if you're not, and we are not, moving as much as we need to.
One of the reasons I love this so much is it's almost like taking your chiropractor home with you, and it doesn't matter what age you are. If you are a little more sedentary and you're having difficulty with exercise, it's fantastic. In fact, if you are getting more active and you're going to ride your bike, you're going for walks, you're playing golf, you could use the Kyrobak before or after as your warm-up. And a great case in point is I'm a doctor, so of course my favorite sport is to play golf. It's sort of part of our curriculum at this point. And before, most golfers are pretty bad at stretching, so I'll lay down on my Kyrobak first, I'll do my 10 minutes, and then I'm already loosened up before I get to the course.
See, I think that's so good. And this is what we're talking about. This is the Kyrobak DualTechnology Therapeutic Back Relief System. It's got a very long name, but what it does is helps to release pressure in your vertebrae. It helps to loosen tight muscles. It helps to increase the mobility of your joints. This is a registered medical device, patent pending, again, with its technology, and clinically shown to reduce lower back pain. This is huge. This is something that so easily, with the press of one button, is going to change the way you think about, oh, I can't do that because my back is not feeling well. Or, I'd rather go sit down than go out and be with the family. We know that the #1 reason for back pain is lack of movement. And most of us sit way too much. So if you're sitting, you're not moving. But if you can have the technology that's built here, it's actually dual technology, but one of those is that continuous passive movement. It really helps to address the issue.
Right. The fact is that the clinical study showed that with this combination of continuous passive motion, which means that you don't have to do any of the activity, you could just lie there, as well as the oscillation therapy, this back and forth movement that we're going to show you again on the model with Barbara lying here. It's the easiest way for you to see the simplicity of the movement. What the clinical trial showed was that just by lying here for 10 minutes a day, you could do it up to 3 times a day, and that motion that she's creating, you can see she even has her Take 10 mask on.
Right.
And that Take 10, I love the name Take 10, because when was the last time you actually took 10 minutes in the middle of a day to relax? It actually has all sorts of other stress benefits. But just by lying here, you're getting not only the relief of your pain, you're actually able to start to get the things in your life that you haven't been able to do back into your schedule.
That's right. It's so interesting too, as I'm seeing Barbara. You usually see her being very active and up and about, but we all need to take those 10 minutes to kind of reset.
And the animation that you're seeing is actually what's happening on the inside. That's a motion that you cannot mimic by yourself. If you can lie on the Kyrobak for those 10 minutes and get this passive motion to your pelvis and the sacrum, the bottom parts of your spine, the benefits go upward into your lower back and even towards your thoracic, the middle part of your back. back, to get that muscle relief, get the tension out of your vertebrae, and get the tension out of the lower parts of the body that, as you know, because we talked about the sitting so much, that sitting is starting to affect us in a way where we're compressing. This is a way to lay down, decompress a little bit, relax the muscles, relax your vertebra, get you back to the things in life that you want to be able to do.
And that's so important. And I love that you're seeing the movement here, because when it comes to just really kind of getting the right movement to address the issue of tight muscles and the joints in the back, it's not about some big jarring fireworks of a move. It's very subtle.
It is, and you can even see how Barbara's just pushing the one button right here. Yeah. She's testing whether she likes the low, medium, or high setting. Last night, I drove across, I live on the other side of Florida, so after a 5-hour drive, I was happy I brought my Kyrobak with me. It's less than 7 pounds. I put it in my car. I bring it with me when I go on trips. And I actually had it on low setting yesterday. Sometimes I have it on high. Depends on sort of how relaxed I want to be or how tight my muscles are. And you can see how easy it is for Barbara to do that adjustment.
That's right. It depends on your day. It depends on your activity or lack of activity. This is your opportunity to get it home and try it. And I know that you've seen the infomercial, one of the most popular infomercials right now. As a matter of fact, when we first brought it into HSN, it completely sold out. But we've got more quantity in now, and now it's your time to go ahead and start to relieve that back pain. We've got more testimonials for you, so take a listen to this.
In addition to being a patrol officer, I was also a member of a SWAT team for many years, and as such, you know, we had the regular police equipment, but in addition to that, we had a tactical vest that we wore that probably weighed at least 30 pounds, and carrying a rifle around your neck on a sling, so sometimes you'd be standing, and the pain was just unimaginable. I had a sharp pain in my mid-back that I just couldn't get rid of, and having back pain was just a part of life. You just suck it up, and you face the day, and you deal with it. But since I found the Kyrobak, it's like my life has just become so much more stress-free because I get a good night's sleep. I use the unit in the morning, in the afternoon. It's 20 minutes out of my day. It's nothing, and it gives me a great night's sleep, and which in turn gives me energy and enthusiasm to face the next day.
You know, I think these testimonials are so interesting because literally it's every walk of life. You had a mother running around with the kids. You've got a sheriff who literally is running around. And so this is, again, across the board. So for whatever the reason, your issue with back pain and you wake up, you want some relief.
When we recommend this to our patients, we're also saying a Kyrobak is great to have for your family because you can use it, your spouse, your husband can use it. Yes. It's under the couch, it's under the bed, you pull it right out, it's easy to use, but now you can share it, so you're both getting benefit. You know, as you said, we all sit too much, we all have this lack of motion in our spine, lack of motion in our body, and as I said, I've dedicated the last 20 years of my life to helping people, and the frustration was I would give people exercises, I'd give you exercises to do at home, you couldn't do them because you were in pain. Now there's a way to start passively getting some of the motion, then we can get more active, then you're out taking walks, then you're out doing your bike riding, you're playing golf, you're playing with your grandchildren, you're back in your garden, and that's the most important thing to me is getting you back to your lifestyle. It's the hardest thing to watch when someone can't do the things they want to be able to do because of back pain.
You can see that, and you've probably experienced that too, saying I can't, I wish I used to be able to. There is something new to try. And as you're listening to Dr. Markson, who's been a chiropractor for 19 years, and you've seen thousands of patients. So again, you are not the only one with an issue with your back. You are not. We're going to show you again up close what this is doing.
Well, again, in seeing the spine, there's one part about this that you can't mimic anywhere else, which is this bottom motion of the pelvis. You can stretch your lower back. You can go get massage in your lower back. You cannot mimic this. This bottom part of the spine, these joints right here, these are called your sacroiliac joints. These are responsible for all of the motion of the bottom part of your spine. And when this gets stuck out of place because of all the sitting we do and the lack of motion, and let's face it, as we get a little older in life, sometimes we gain a few, and that starts starts to compress us more. If we can increase motion to this, you could start to get that relief and get active again.
I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that, but you're right. So sometimes what we blame on age, well, I'm just getting older. Sometimes, yes, we are just getting older, but sometimes it's lifestyle, and sometimes there are things that we can do about it.
And
so
I'll tell you another thing
encouraging.
that a lot of people blame it on is they blame their back pain on their mattress. And what we've seen is people are going out to spend thousands on new mattresses, and sometimes it is that, but so commonly the Kyrobak can do the place because it's just helping get the motion back. So instead of spending thousands, you don't need to. All you had to do is get this motion back into your spine, and now you're getting the relief. You're waking up more rejuvenated. You're not waking up so stiff where you sort of look like you're somewhere on the evolutionary chart when you wake up in the morning and it takes you a while to get loosened up. Now you can get loosened up. You can, we recommend sometimes you could use the Kyrobak right before you go to bed. You'll wake up a little refreshed. Or if you do it first thing in the morning, even before your feet hit the floor, you can get the motion into your spine. You're feeling a little more flexible. You're feeling like you're almost rejuvenated from sleep when you've been sort of dreading waking up every morning. It's an entirely different feeling.
And you know what, and I think it's so important that it's something that you can do for yourself, because unlike, let's say, going to a chiropractor, making an appointment, having to drive there and then wait, or unlike going to maybe get a massage or depending on somebody else to massage you, this is something that you can actually take hold of, and you can do it when you need it on your schedule instead of being on anybody else's schedule, because this does run continuously for 10 minutes. It shuts off all on its own, and we've even included that progress chart.
Right, the progress diary is key because in any good, healthy habit, you want to chart your progress. If you're doing a diet program, you want to go to the scale every day or every week to see the progress. With your progress diary, you can actually see, and as we said, the clinical trial showed that after 3 weeks of work of doing it every day, either 10 minutes or up to 3 times a day on the Kyrobak, you can start to chart your own progress and rate, how am I feeling on a scale from 1 to 5? Is my pain here? Is my pain here? And you'll see over time it's starting to improve just by getting that motion into your spine. You're sleeping better, you're moving better, you're feeling better, you're getting more active, and now you're back to your life.
And so that's why I want you to try this. And really, you have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So you get this home, you can call us or you can go to hsn.com. You have free shipping and you have 5 Flex, but that 5 Flex is only for today, Friday. So if you wanted this to try this, $55.99 on your credit card, but use it, again, 10 minutes at a time. You can use it up to 3 times a day if you need to, but use it, and you do have 30 days if you want to send it back. But when you start to say, well, you know, I actually feel better. Actually, you know, I'm feeling better for longer periods of time, or for whatever your progress is, and you're going to be able to track that, it does make a difference. We're going to give you some more testimonials, and we want you to go ahead and place your order. Here you go.
It was a problem for me to fall asleep and to stay asleep. I would wake up in the middle of the night, tossing and turning. I put pillows between my legs so it would take the pressure off my spine. And I finally convinced my wife we need a mattress. Her back was fine, but she was leery about it. She's such a frugal woman. She didn't want to buy a mattress, but once we got the mattress, I thought my back pain would go away. Well, it didn't. After Kyrobak, though, I'm able to get up. I don't roll out of bed. I jump out of bed. I really do. I don't. The alarm goes off, boom, I'm up. You know, prior to that, nah, I would roll out of bed slowly and maybe try to, you know, get on my knees and pray that I make it through the day. But the Kyrobak has helped me spring up in the mornings.
You know what? I love that testimonial. I love when he said his wife is such a frugal woman. You know what? I understand. I don't want to pay thousands of dollars for a new mattress, right? I don't want to spend, you know, if I don't know if it's going to give me the results. You've got something, you've got a registered medical device with clinical studies to show the progress and the benefits it can give your back.
I know it looks simple. And it's a 1-button piece of machinery. And and it's 6 pounds and all you have to do is lay on it.
Right.
But it's created by a medical device company. It's a registered medical device, and it's patent pending. You can't get those kinds of qualifications unless it works.
That's right.
And the clinical research had shown it. The anecdotal research of my patients using it, I use it myself. That's the best part. And as you start to get that 2 to 3 weeks of care, we start to talk about it like spinal hygiene, where you brush and floss every day. You've been taught since you're a kid, you have to take care of your teeth. And I, as your chiropractor, are telling you have to take care of your spine. This is the easiest way to do it because you're lying on the couch watching TV, and the therapy, that oscillating movement, that oscillation therapy and continuous passive movement, it's doing it for you.
That's right.
So you just get to chill out and watch TV, and you'll still be doing your spinal hygiene.
I even like, you know, how you were comparing it to your teeth. If you take care of your teeth, you'll have them your whole life because you only get one set.
You can get some false teeth. You're not getting a false spine.
You only have one spine. You only have one back. You have to take care of it. And for most of us, we're not. Sitting is not taking care of it. We need that movement. And when you have something, as you can see in a clinical study, Kyrobak has shown to provide relief for lower back pain when used for 10 minutes up to 3 times per day, which means you do it on your schedule. You do it when you need it. You don't have to rely on anybody else to come and massage you. Can you stand on my back? We've done so many things. I mean, I'm sure you've heard, because from all of your clients and patients, all the different things we do to try to get relief.
A lot of times I get people when they are at their last resort and they've tried hanging upside down and they've tried everything they possibly can. Because, as again, I've dedicated my life to trying to help people relieve the pain that you're in so you can get back to your life. And this is a great way to do it with the Kyrobak at home. You can't always get to me. Right? You can't always get to your chiropractor. It could be a Sunday and you've just been on a long car ride. And the fact that it's portable, you can take it with you. You could share it with the people in your family. And now you're getting back to experiencing life the way you wanted. And a lot of the times, my patients are starting to get into that retirement thing where they've worked for 20, 30 years. They've busted themselves to go and get to the golden years. No such animal, because their back is killing them. They can't get anywhere and do the things they want to do. They have to alter their travel, they can't play with their grandkids. Now with the Kyrobak, between getting the other therapies that you've been getting and now doing something at home, now you're getting somewhere. Now you're enjoying some of the golden years.
And that's right. And you know what? You're right. It's not just about the Kyrobak. This is a tool for you to get back to what you love and get back to your life. And so what you're getting, again, with these dual technologies, is that you're getting the unit, you're getting the sort of relaxation sleep mask. You're also going to get your progress diary, and you get it for the best price that we could possibly bring it to you. As a matter of fact, if you were just ordering on the infomercial, if you were just ordering the Kyrobak just itself, it would cost $20 more than the entire configuration that you're getting today. So remember, free shipping on that. The 5 Flex does go away at midnight tonight, and do not miss out on this. And you can see Barbara throughout this entire presentation. She hasn't said a peep.
She's enjoying, she's relaxing. You all want to be Barbara right now.
And the thing is, Barbara, she has a very active life, but along with that activity, you have to reset, and this is a way to do it.
I love the fact that no matter whether you weigh 120 pounds or up to 320 pounds, regardless of the shape that you're in, you're getting to see that relief in your life. And you can see now on the animation what's happening is that motion in the bottom of the spine, as I've said. And I know I keep repeating that you can't replace this anywhere else, but lack of motion is the key. If we can get the motion back into your spine, you can get your life back. You can go on that long car ride. You can go sit at your desk. You can go sit in a movie without pain. And it's broken my heart over the years when patients said, I was supposed to go on a cruise, I can't go because my back hurts too much and I can't travel. Well, 2 things. Number 1, you could bring the Kyrobak with you. And number 2, there's no reason for this pain to be altering your life as long as you're willing to do your 10 minutes a day, push your 1 button right there, get your low, medium, or high setting. And you could even see Barbara is relaxing with her Take 10 eye mask on. And you could put that in the microwave. It's nice and soothing. soothing.
Yeah.
Some of you have like headaches or tension. You could use ice. You could put that in the freezer.
Yeah.
I think that's a really cool part of it as well.
I like
just
that.
to relax and take 10 minutes throughout the day to relax. Great stress-relieving effect. Relaxes everything for you.
Definitely. And this is the thing. What do you love to do, or what are some things that you would love to incorporate back into your life that you haven't been able to before? Whether it's gardening, because now is that time.
Yep.
Whether it is being more with the family, but they live about a 3-hour car drive away, and you just can't see yourself sitting in the car for 3 hours. That's just way too much time. If you would love to get that part of your life back, then there is now something that you can do.
We've actually seen over these last few months, the Northeast got killed with snow, and you know you had to go out and shovel, and you were dreading it.
Could you imagine?
So what we said is go and do your Kyrobak 10 minutes before you go out there. So now you're going and doing your shoveling, you're loosened up, you're relaxed. So when you go back the next morning, you're not dreading, oh, I know I shoveled yesterday.
Right.
I'm not going to be crawling around for 3 or 4 days.
That's right. There are so many things that we do that we do it today and we know, okay, I'm going to be feeling that for the next, 4 or 5 days. This is going to be your opportunity to go ahead and pick up your Kyrobak. It's $55.99 on your credit card, and definitely take advantage of that free shipping and that flex. We're going to listen to some more testimonials. I love the testimonials. They're so much fun. You might hear yourself in these. Here we go.
It is like having a chiropractor in my home, and all I have to do is press a button and not write a check.
So you can put your hips on it, and it just kind of just does its magic like that.
My back feels a lot better after using it. And that motion, it gets the juices in my back flowing, which I would have to do in the morning myself. Now, it does it for me.
I'm a technology guy. I love the latest technology for just about anything.
Most medical devices are made for doctors. What I really like about the Kyrobak, it was made for me.
Even if you're skeptical about it, try it out. It has been absolutely exactly what they said, and it's working for me. You can't argue with results. You can't argue with the results.
I like that. You can't argue with the results. And what you're going to get when you get it home is this is all in one unit, so there's nothing for you to assemble. You pull it right on out, you plug it in, and you press the button, and that's it.
I'm so glad you said that.
Yeah.
So many people get concerned because they're afraid of technology, and because it is really incredible technology, forget the nervousness.
Right.
You literally take it out of the box, you lay it down, you plug it in, you push one button. You're getting your therapy. I think the mail carrier is still in your driveway, and you're already getting the therapy that you wanted. It's less than 7 pounds. Anybody can pick it up and carry it. I even turned this one on so you can start to see just how simple that oscillating therapy and that continuous passive motion, look how simple it is. You can even hear it's quiet.
It's quiet,
It's just making that, you can almost hear it working, that oscillation back and forth, creating the motion into the bottom part of your spine.
Right.
It's going to relax your muscles. It's going to get the motion going. You're going to get that relief, get you back to life, especially after a long day of work or you're in traffic. How stressful can the rest of the day be? You get 10 minutes. That's nothing. You're watching TV anyway.
Right.
Just lie down and get some therapy.
You can use it on the sofa, as you can see Barbara showing you. You can use it on your bed, as long as you can plug it in, to an outlet. You can use it on the floor. That's how I used it. If you need to put your feet up on a chair or something like that, you can do that too. So the main thing is to use it. You're also going to get, it comes along with its own pouch. So let's say you did want to pack it up and take it with you if you're going on a road trip or something.
Put it in the carrying case and go.
Really simple. It comes along with your Take 10 mask, which is really great. That's another additional bonus that you're getting. And you're getting the progress diary. And I think that's probably, next to the Kyrobak, the most important thing, so that you can track your progress. Because when you start to see progress with your back issues, that's going to excite you so much.
Absolutely. It's just like when you're trying to lose weight and you go and you step on the scale that next Monday and like, oh my God, I lost 5 pounds. It's the same thing. You're getting, oh, wow, last week I was rating my scale from 1 to 5. I was a 5. I was really stiff. I was really sore. And this week I'm only a 3 or a 2.
Yeah.
And remember, the clinical study showed that if you keep using it over time,